So do we start? It's time to start. Oh my god, it reminds me of the good old days. This is Casturbation, and we're at a party. And let me tell you, Boomerang was a great Cartoon Network show. It wasn't a show, it was actually a thing. But let me tell you, life's like a boomerang. It comes back around, and it hits you in the face, because it sucks. A suck boomerang. I'm Michael, that's David. Michael named after the Archangel, and David who fought Goliath. You know. We are the biblical characters, right? We're named after them.
Sure.
Oh, we have to be.
Perhaps you are.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm like third in line from God, as we've established. I'm the Archangel. Welcome.
I was named after the author.
You were named
director of one Glengarry Glen Ross.
Ooh.
David Mamet?
Yeah, I was about to say Mamet. Yeah, I was like, no. That would be like if you married me. My name is Man. Maybe.
What?
It is.
What are you talking about?
David Manment.
You were saying I was named after...
You were not named... Glengarry Glen Ross came out after you were born.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. When were you born? Here.
We don't
dox
need
yourself.
to... We don't
exactly.
Need to,
dox yourself. But guess what?
We don't need to delegate...
That movie came out in 1991. You were not born in 1999, as you claim.
We don't need to litigate when I was or was not
A,
born.
B, C. Always B, B.
All right, give it up. All right. You weren't prepared
Telling
for
everybody.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
No, I wasn't.
Here.
No, I was not.
He's
prepared.
trying to shoot from the hip.
Exactly.
It's
like,
not working.
Like Alec Baldwin. He doesn't know how guns work.
Oh, he didn't shoot from the hip.
Oh, he didn't pull the trigger even, according to him. But the gun went off and killed 2 people.
He shot from the face.
He shot for the face. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, maybe he didn't pull the trigger, but how did the gun kill 2 people?
We don't need to talk about that poor lady again.
Oh, well, it wasn't just a poor lady. It was like a dog. I'm kidding. Somebody else. But, man. So we here at Casturbation. It's the holidays. We're in the holiday spirit. And let me tell you, Thanksgiving turkey is delicious. Just kidding. Wrong holiday. We're in all the holidays. It's the holidays. I guess by the time you hear this, it's like not holidays anymore. Because once it hits the new year, it's just over, right? It's just sad. It's cold. Nothing good happens in life anymore.
Well, yeah, that seasonal affective disorder kicks in.
Yeah, everyone makes all those bullshit resolutions, like, I'm going to stop drinking, and they get, like, 2 days, and their wife yells at them, and they're like, you know what, I'm drinking again. But only, like, 1 beer a night instead of the usual 10.
I'm California sober.
Yeah, exactly. California. That's what we do.
Do you know what that is?
I imagine it means that you're not really sober. I don't. What is California sober? Oh, do you know what a California sober is?
Here, I'll tell you what I'm
It's David
99% sure it is. It means that you don't drink, but you still smoke weed.
I mean, yeah, that's not sober. I'm like, what is sober? It is funny because people like me, they'll be like, oh, man, yeah, I'm sober.
Listen, this is Urban Dictionary reports.
Ooh.
California sober means to abstain from all drugs except marijuana and alcohol.
Yeah, that's not sober. Fuck you, California.
That doesn't, make a lot of sense. So I was kind of right, but apparently you still drink. Like, I thought that meant at least that you only smoked. Because, like,
I can see all those hippies going, like, I only smoke, you know, the things that come out of the ground. I'm sober. No, if you're drinking alcohol, you're not sober. That is not sober.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I was thinking in my mind, it was stuff that was abstaining from stuff that was like that sort of you think of as typically life-destroying, like alcohol, PCP, meth, heroin. Yeah, exactly. Fentanyl.
But you can't include alcohol in there.
Cocaine.
Like, at least we don't all do heroin like our parents did. It's like, no. That shouldn't count. No.
Maybe they all did. They just hid it very well.
I mean, my parents certainly did.
I mean, fucking...
After they threw me in the dumpster.
Opioids, what do you think that is? Just synthetic heroin. Yeah,
there's that too. It's like, oh man, I'm completely sober.
Oxycontin.
Here's my pill box that I have to take every morning when I wake up. With my special club soda with lime. No, you're not sober. Is anyone... There's probably not that many sober people in the world. Maybe Mormons.
It depends... Physically sober or spiritually.
Exactly. I was like, so they're... I think they're physically sober, but I think they're drunk off having all the wives. They're drunk on pussy.
Spiritually sober.
Spiritual pussy.
Like, radical extremists like for instance, in Islam, where the 72 virgins, 73.
Is it?
It's in that range,
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take. I'm sure there's some, you know.
A few get lost along the way.
Yeah, you keeping track
on the Virgin bus.
You keeping track of all these virgins? Yeah,
we had to pile them in there like a cargo plane of all these virgins to take to all you spiritual men out there.
Do it, yeah. Well, honestly, it's just like the radical Islamic extremists are just dreaming of a life of basically driving around a hippie bus, just like full of young, impressionable women. You know, that they want to get hooked on the drugs of God.
Yeah.
In heaven.
I mean, God made everything, right? He made these drugs. They're good. He knew what he was doing. Oh, it's the same thing. Just means God.
I know. I wasn't correcting you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, God. Allah. So, you know, I think it would be slightly you know what I think is ironic is that, like, all these virgins are being dropped down like daisy cutters, which are destroying. So you never know if virgins are dropping or a bomb, like a Moab, to kill your commune. You never know.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I'm not a Muslim. They don't believe in Jesus. Well, I guess they're supposed to believe in Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Do
Jesus
they really?
Is a prophet of Islam.
Yeah, because it goes Abraham, Jesus, and then there's Muhammad. And everyone's just like, eh. The newest ones.
It's the way it goes is Judaism it's the first one, and then Christianity's the sequel.
It's like
that
the Matrix.
Arguably does it better than the first. It's kind of it's not like the
It's
Matrix.
like Batman Begins.
Yeah, there you go.
And then you have the Dark Knight.
Christianity. Or X-Men and X-Men 2. Let's do that one. That's a better comparison. Or Spider-Man 2. But
you know
at the same time,
you're right.
Both of those end with like really bad threes.
Well,
so
see,
it's like I don't want to turn Islam into
a movie trilogy involving superheroes.
X-Men: The Last Stand.
Because I like how no matter what, it has to be a superhero. Because it's like I think Batman, the Christopher Nolan ones, fits in the same thing. Because you have Batman Begins.
They follow the formula.
Meh. And then you have the Dark Knight. Great. And then you have the Dark Knight Rises, which is the Islam of the Nolan Batman movies. You know, disappointing, not as good. I see what they were trying to do. I don't know if
Christianity does it better, man.
You know what? You're right.
Well, let's go with the other form. Let's go do Iron Man. That's probably better, right? That's a better comparison.
No, because like you're saying,
they're all pretty consistent. The first one's the best. Judaism. Shout out to the Jews out there.
Yeah. Shout out. Halom. Shalom.
Yeah, way to get it right.
I said shout out. Shalom.
Fucking goy. Get it right. All right. But seriously, then you have number 2, which, all right, Christianity. It's like I'm not offended.
I think Iron Man 2 is like the worst one.
But I'm not offended by it. With Christianity, I mean, come on. Of the major religions, are you gonna put it up there? Are you gonna put it up there?
I'm not saying I would, but I'm like, it's pretty prevalent.
There's a ton of fans of it.
What about the Avengers movies?
I don't know if this is working.
Yeah, this is not working.
Analogy is not working.
I think the original one.
We can't do it.
I think X-Men is probably the best analogy.
Religions
or Spider-Man
just can't be equated to superhero franchises, unfortunately.
You know what? We have no nuance or subtlety here. No, they can be. They're completely comparable to superhero movies from the 2000s. At least as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're all different franchises.
I mean, in Spider-Man 2, there's that part.
But the way they are built is like in a sequel format. Like Christianity is built on.
It's the bigger, better sequel.
Yeah, it's built on Judaism.
It doesn't discount what came before, but see, it's always the third. It's always the third in the trilogy that can fuck things up or make it better.
See, they're not doing that like Halloween Kills shit where they're like, no, number 2 doesn't count. They're like, they're not going back and editing the story. See, back in the day with the religions, they like to keep it very streamlined and connected. It was all one story.
I mean, because people would start questioning it.
They loved the narratives back in the day. Ancient history, that's what they loved back then.
Lots of stories.
Just the narrative. Because they always had to tell. There's like always going to be a moral to it. Versus nowadays where it's all very analytical, right?
Yeah. I mean, analytics, they're very... analytics. They're very popular. Basketball.
Like anal licks? What are you talking about?
Yeah, and that happens a lot in all the religions, let me tell you. They love anal. Because it's forbidden. What do you think all those priests are doing? What? We have no shame here. Or shame is optional.
What do you think all those priests? Yeah, and like I sensed it was coming. You didn't even say that yet, and you didn't even say the worst thing.
You sensed the butt rape from the Catholic priests?
Well, I sensed a reference to it.
Well, see, because
I don't know if anybody saw that. I don't know if anybody really saw that one coming.
Yeah, I think everyone saw it.
There's
coming.
one. I don't know.
Certainly, some kid did.
Yeah, I'm sure all people.
Right in his
all
face.
saw it coming. That's why people kept sending their kids into the
right down the water slide, straight
into the rectory.
yeah, that was a terrible name too, by the way. The rectory. No one wants to go to the rectory. David did. He can tell you. He was there.
I was big in the church.
Yeah. Well, someone was. He was little.
Oh, God.
Someone else was big.
Oh, God.
It's not my fault that this is the way it works.
Michael's just like low-hanging fruit right now. Try and make a fucking
so here we go.
joke about
so no,
it.
let's
How
go
about that?
No, subtlety.
How about that? How about challenge yourself?
Challenge myself.
It's more interesting.
It is. But it's
Get out of your comfort zone.
Oh, my comfort zone. I have no comfort zone. I'm always out of it. Right, what I'm telling you, though.
You're definitely comfortable making jokes about butt rape.
Yeah. So, like, honestly, that feels like I feel like I'm.
That's your forte.
It's comfortable.
That's your niche.
I'm like Matt.
Michael's a very niche comedian, but once he gets get the butt rape jokes going, like he kills. He crushes a room.
Like I just get into the butt rape. I get a thread.
He'll have nuns laughing about butt rape. You'll have no idea. Like
that was the ultimate test.
He's
when I was at church and first made the butt rape joke.
He's a comedic sniper, really. Like, just out of nowhere, like, all of a sudden you're laughing. You're like, why am I... It's almost delirium. And that's what's insane about it. That's what Michael's so good about. But only in the realm.
But yeah, see, my comedy
of
about...
forced anal sex.
Yeah, the forced anal sex about Catholic. That's kind of like one of the offshoot movies.
I mean, I feel like, Catholics just being a subset of the general...
So, there's other Batman movies. So
like, deliverance jokes, Michael's got a plethora.
Do I, though? Yeah. A myriad of
no, you have too many deliverance jokes.
How many? We'll name one. Tell me one.
It's not my act. I don't know.
I know deliverance jokes. You mean the movie where everyone gets butt raped and it's hilarious?
I know. This is exactly what I'm saying.
Squeal like a pig, boy.
Michael knows.
There's no jokes. I just recite the movie occasionally. What have I ever done that?
He recites the movie in the dark of his home.
Yeah, he can always
tell. With all the lights off.
You can always tell when I'm pulling up. I turn the lights off in my car and I start playing the banjo. Just kind of rolling down the hill. Well, he's here.
He sits alone in the dark with his banjo.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those life imitates art thing. Except my art and life are butt raping. No. Don't do that.
My life consists mainly of these things.
It's like if I had to pick one term
it's
for my life. It's
consensual butt rape. It's non-con.
You said consensual, then you said non-con, which would be non-consensual. Wait, what?
But isn't that the kink? I'm pretty sure that's what there's a kink called that.
See, David's obsessed with kinks. See, David...
I see this in my periphery, in my scrolling of my pure, honest scrolling of Twitter.
Yeah, when I have all my screens open and one is hardcore butt rape and the other one is IMDb. And then to the right in my periphery.
Now I see these degenerates on Twitter just describing their sex lives.
I mean, some of the shit that people post, I'm like...
There's no way you're into that. Some of the people, I'm just like, this is some weird fucking Reddit troll.
Exactly.
This can't be real.
There are some fat fucking bastards probably sitting on their couch doing the thing that hey, I'm just trying to look up the scores for a football game. Oh, you know what happened at the end of the new Spider-Man movie? It's like, no, I was trying just to look at the score of a game. It's like those people are
honestly,
the ones.
Spoderman's been out for over a week.
Okay, let's not. Well, yeah, by the time people
you need to get your shit together.
Okay, bad example. Sorry, I didn't see the biggest movie in the last 2 years. I apologize.
Go see. He
Spoderman.
fights human traffickers. I'm telling you, it's great.
Spoderman. He would be good at it. He can get all the kids out of the bus with his his web.
Well, exactly the kids in cages. He freed them all.
Yeah.
He goes to the southern border and frees the immigrants. Dude, it's great. It's
Spoderman. he came in the night.
Well, where do you think Spoderman comes from? That's just the pronunciation.
Spoderman. Well, okay, maybe bad example, but still, I'm the people that are out there, because this is not something that was now, 5 months after the movies come out. It's 1 day after the movies come out. It's I know people are going to be looking at this, so I'm going to fuck up their life. They probably had tickets. I'm taking my whole family tomorrow. Sorry, I had a job and to travel for the holidays.
Dude, if your life is that fucking sad, where we're
feeling you have to spoil things for people.
No, I'm saying both ends of it. How about that?
Sad. We could spoil Spider-Man. Spoil it right now, though.
If your life's so fucking sad that like finding out a plot detail. I mean, if you don't take on top of this, if you don't take the initiative to go fucking see it, and it's just like,
well, sometimes people are busy. No, I don't think there's an initiative to see a movie. Yes, I do agree that with like big movies, there should be like a spoiler
stupid ass CGI bullshit.
Okay, it's Spider-Man.
McDonald's movie.
It's Spider McDonald's.
McDonald's for your eyes.
Spider McDonald's. McDonald's for your eyes. That's basically everything we watch nowadays. You know what was not McDonald's for your eyes? The McDonald's Resurrections. Oh, or that.
I didn't even see it.
Antlers.
I was asking if you had.
No.
Have you seen Antlers? Why not?
I haven't seen Spider-Man. I'm going to watch Spider-Man before I watch Antlers.
Well, all right, so everybody, did you know that?
Did you know? Spoil it.
The Matrix sucks.
Yeah.
But not in, like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter because the sequels all suck. Like, that's just part of the course for the Matrix.
But see, this was a new level of suck.
I don't know, though.
I think it was. Because at least there's, like...
It was more the same. It crushes under the weight of its own
ambition.
Well,
no, even in the shitty third movie.
Way too much.
And you know what? I will give her credit. At least they're trying something.
Well, that's exactly the thing I'm saying. It's just like you can't fault the Matrix sequels for being like,
but at
not
least
trying. Like they're trying. It's just it doesn't make sense.
But no, this new one, no,
kind of makes sense.
It made less sense.
But some stuff just it's asking too much.
Well, here's the thing: when people think of the Matrix, yeah, it was a plus that like all the mind bending, Brainiac shit's in there. It's like, oh, cool, I can think about my action movie. But guess what? I wanted to watch that movie because Neo was dodging bullets and, like, blowing up everybody. And it was great because he could just kill. And it's like, oh, it's okay. They're just computer programs. And they're just, like, in pods. And in the second movie, at least there was cool action. And in the third movie, at least there's, like, one scene where there's a bunch of mech robots fighting another bunch of robots. I'm like, I can get behind that. And the fourth movie, it's like, what if just, like, we're just meta? They just call it the meta. The Matrix meta.
Well, okay. Here's my take on the Matrix itself, the first one.
Oh, the first one.
And this is why it's good, and this is why it's.
You're telling me the Matrix is good?
Yeah, but people forget that Keanu Reeves was not at the time he wasn't. People were taking him seriously. He had done like Speed.
They still don't take him seriously, but like they acknowledge that he has a presence now. No, people love him, but I don't think people
did not love Keanu Reeves back then.
He was in Speed. He was in Point Break. He was in a Midsummer Night's Dream opposite Denzel Washington. It was great. Oh, how art thou, thou ball you.
He was not respected. He was not the quantity he was today. Right.
He was but he kept getting these roles somehow.
But so here's the thing.
Yes, Keanu.
Well, Keanu's just part of it.
Keanu.
All right.
So what's the part?
So throughout the 90s and even in early 80s, like there's
throughout the 90s and early 80s.
Can I finish?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I thought you were going forward. You said throughout the 90s. I thought you were going to go early 2000s.
I'm just saying stuff, so just shut the fuck up and let me finish. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the 90s and early 80s, there was a ton of movies that were exploring this whole virtual world sort of scenario and, like, what would happen if we were inside a computer. And, like, there's tons of these movies that came out when a lot of them were just cheesy graphics and really high concept stuff. Some of it was, like, interesting. Some of it kind of gained cult status. But
Hacker Man.
What ended up happening with The Matrix was, like, it was just, like, that sort of happenstance, like, of all of the right things coming together. Like, you have fucking Keanu obviously coming in. He can sort of play that blank slate, which really worked for the character.
Whoa.
And then the rest of the cast is obviously good. But then, on top of all this, you have this sort of innovative action style with, like, the bullet time and all this fucking wild shit. And it just added this... It all came together to make this something that wasn't cheesy, like it
wasn't at all.
On some level, it is goofy now, like especially you look back at it. But at the time in the '90s, late '90s, like the whole aesthetic of dark trench coats and sunglasses, like that was like such a big deal back then. Like that was the thing.
It was like after Columbine.
Yeah, exact post Columbine America.
Yeah, remember that?
Everything was trench coats. and the sunglasses and sort of
and
like
the
this,
UFO pants,
the style, the big, all the super stylized, fight choreography and stuff. The Asian influence,
well, exactly.
and,
They
and
mixed
Wachowski's like kind of mixed like this sort of
exactly.
like this sort of cyberpunk, steampunk hacker kind of thing with the Asian sort of kung fu stuff. Like
they put it in the oven for the exact right amount of time, and it came out pretty good.
Well, see that, yeah, exactly. So it
could have gone horribly
They
wrong.
mashed it up, kind of like what Lucas did with Star Wars, which ended up becoming a fucking
exactly.
classic.
It was going to be
kind of a mashup of their favorite genres and this perfect mix that ends up,
changing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still bullet time.
It sets a whole new tone. Everything after that was copying the Matrix.
Things
Everything
are
was
still
parodying the Matrix. You know what I mean? So his legacy fucking lives on through action and choreography, stunt stuff. Like all of that stuff is influenced. People, it's a master class, as one would say, in that stuff. So it's
And it's so convicted about what they're doing. That's why it's not silly per se. Because it's silly if you think about it. I mean, a lot of movies are. If you're like, oh, hey, here's the plot. That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But you're in the moment and they're so forceful and with their vision. It's like, holy shit, people are in pods. I'm like, that's a horrifying thing. It was so many ideas, and I wouldn't say they all worked.
It's not the greatest thing in the world.
Exactly.
But at the same time, though, it's enough.
It was kinetic.
Enough imagination put into it.
Exactly.
Enough exposition. Enough action. It was all of this stuff was balanced really well. So, it's not the perfect movie, but you come pretty damn close with it. I don't really know, what more you can ask for from that. It really does stand out.
So the point is, the newest one is not that.
No.
It is actually completely the opposite.
In fact, half of the movie, you could probably cut 30 minutes out of the movie if you just stop showing scenes
30.
from the first movie.
You cut an hour out of that movie. It's like, hey, remember this? And there's hey, it's a new Morpheus. Spoiler alert.
Dude, it just don't even try to explain it.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't.
I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened.
I still don't know what happened.
So they had the new Morpheus, but they're like, well, here's what I used to look like, but here's me in a computer, and I'm just like, but why? Probably because Lawrence Fishburne got fat. To be fair,
just don't even. Yeah, well, there's that, but then at the same time, it's.
But you're still showing him.
I just don't even understand, dude. There's nothing.
Yeah, what happened to that movie? I have no idea.
It's one of these things where they're just delivering all of the
deliverance
necessary info piecemeal. If we could just understand what's happening from the jump, this would help us, and it would help you tell a better story.
Yeah, and they try to be mysterious, but in a dumb way. I'm like, me not knowing this information is not making me more intrigued. It's making me angry because I'm like, what happened?
Because I'm just I'm like, why is Neo back in the Matrix?
I'm like, why did they heal his human body, quote unquote?
Yeah.
And fix his eyeballs. I'm like, he's just a big giant battery.
He's just gonna be in the pod.
Yeah.
Why did they fix his eyes?
Why they gotta make him sexy and look not old? I'm like, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Yeah, aren't they dead? But no, they're not. I don't know, man. It's just a convenient thing for them to come back and make another movie. But
what would be the fifth one? What would it be called?
I don't care.
The Matrix Retread.
The Matrix.
Matrix Retreaded. Just the first movie, literally shot by shot. With the old actors, except they're all old. Everyone's like, there's a soul missing to this fat Morpheus. You think that's air you're breathing?
Yeah, I just, would not really. And that's the thing is, we don't need to focus on the damn Matrix, but it does make you think.
We might be in the Matrix.
Are we in the Matrix?
Are we in the? See, the thing is, we can't even be in the cool Matrix, like the first one. I think our society right now is in the sequel trilogy.
It's in the shitty Matrix.
Yeah, we're in the shitty Matrixes. Maybe not
That's
Matrix
true.
Resurrections. Maybe I have a little bit of hope for society, but maybe we do live in that one. But I think for more Matrix Reloaded, disappointing, but at least there's a cool truck chase.
I think we're Tron Legacy.
Exactly, the soundtrack's good. There's some people we used to love. Jeff Bridges is there. He's always there in our life. He's been there for 40 years. Well, our whole life. I'm 55 years old, by the way, if anyone's wondering. He's always there, Jeff. Just doing his roles, winning Academy Awards, bringing Jeff Bridges. It's you know what? It's which version of the Matrix I'm in? It's is Jeff Bridges exist? Yes. It's my God. He's not a real human. He's a construct. You're in the wrong Matrix. Turns out he's like the architect.
He's the dude program.
Yeah, that'd be funny because that's exactly what it'd be. It'd be like the Merovingian or whatever the fuck it was called. It's like, dude, man, I completely just like plugged myself into my computer program, and you're all just living in it. And we're like, damn it. He's like, how do you think I got an Academy Award for Crazy Heart? That movie's not good. I don't even speak correctly.
I literally don't hear anybody talk about that movie anymore.
Exactly. Well, I mean, honestly, the Academy Awards mean nothing.
That's true.
Like, you know what won Best Picture last year?
No.
I don't either. It used to be a thing.
It's Parasite.
No, that was for 2019.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it won Best Picture. So what won Best
I don't fucking know, dude. Yeah. I don't care, frankly. It doesn't matter.
I wonder what won.
It's probably La La Land.
No, yeah, it was probably like Goodfellas. The Godfather Part 4. Dude, they should make that in The Matrix. The Matrix Father. Bring Al Pacino. Al Pacino, he like came out of like his semi-retirement. He's like, I'm just gonna be Al Pacino again. I'm like, I'm okay with this.
It was Nomad Land.
Oh, with
Frances
McDormand.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah. Apparently that movie's like half documentary though. Like they have like real homeless people. And I guess Frances McDormand is just playing a homeless person who just, is a nomad.
She lives in Nomad Land.
Yeah, and she shaved her hair. It's like, look at her.
I'm sure it's a very, very touching phlegm.
Phlegm. Oh yeah, it's like I can touch the phlegm in the back of my throat. That's what I think of.
Phlegm.
That's what I think
flume.
of.
Get it right.
A flume.
A phlegm. Get my verbal diarrhea right.
No, absolutely. You know what's verbal diarrhea? Nomad Land.
Do you know what a J line is?
Maybe. I know what a jaywalking is.
Is that what I fucking asked you?
I said no. And I answered it with the thing. I said no, I don't know what a J line is.
No, you don't.
I know. I'm answering your question. No, you don't. Yes, I do. You know what? I changed my answer. Yes, I do.
What?
I don't know. I know what jaywalking is.
It's a direct line to Jesus.
Oh, so it's a J line. It's like a metro to Jesus.
Yeah, you taking the J line.
You taking the J line. It's a little bit late today.
You don't want to be on the J line.
Yeah, maybe it's bad. See, I don't want to be on the J line with the Joker when he shoots all those guys. It's like we're on the J line. The Joker.
If you're on the J line, you're headed to cool.
Yeah, headed to
Go
cool.
see cool Jesus.
Yeah, and hopefully you don't get there and you have to be one of the goddamn trash man. Because it's like, well, you don't have to go to hell, but you got to pick up the trash. The rest of us, we're gonna party. Because it's cool, man. Yeah, the J line.
Dude, Urban Dictionary's fallen off.
It fell off years ago.
I know, but listen to this shit.
All right.
It's on the front page. Holiday pants.
What does that mean?
Pants you wear during the holidays so you can eat tons of food. What urban language are we using here?
What?
This is insane urban language, bro.
Someone, I tell my girlfriend I'm putting on my holiday pants. She's like, God damn it, I'm hiding the cookies. No. You just put on your festive pants. J-line. What else? So is that the only thing on the front page? Do they have a weekly top month urban dictionary? What is the top definition?
Dude, I don't know.
You don't know? You're the one there with the giant book in front of you. There's nothing in here. There's no computer. It's just urban dictionary. And he's flipping through the pages right now. That's how he found J-line.
You want to know what a Dallas threesome is?
It's probably what the Dallas Cowboys do with the Washington Redskins all the time.
It's when you have sex in a barn and a grazing cow stands there and watches you.
That's kind of funny. I could deal with that one, Urban Dictionary. And a cow. So wait. So it's like a threesome, or you're just having... So the cow grazing, staring at you is part of the threesome. Or is he the fourth, and there's a threesome going on?
No, it's the cow staring at you. Jesus Christ.
Well, the cow's not fucking you. It can't be a threesome. No, David. You know what?
You ain't from Dallas, are you?
Yeah, clearly no. How about them Cowboys? God,
you need to relax.
You need to relax.
You are way too worked up right now.
Yeah, a devil's threesome.
A Dallas threesome. Get it right.
No, the devil's threesome. It's not a good one.
The devil's threesome. The devil's threesome.
I bet you that's a thing. Look it up. The Devil's Threesome.
God damn it! All you do is look up sports shit. So now the fucking trending.
All
it is
I do is look up sports shit. All you do is look up sports shit. How dare you? This is not my book. It's not my fault that like it just turned to sports because it's like got magic. It's the Urban Dictionary. You have to like throw it out into the street so it gets more urban. You know, like gets the knowledge. It becomes a book. It's like kind of a living being. It's a biotic thing. But no. The Devil's Threesome. Oh, because there's a lot of devil-related things. There's like the Devil's,
Devil's lettuce.
Oh, yeah. It's the Devil's lettuce. It's the,
The devil likes his lettuce.
He does.
He's spreading his lettuce across the land.
Yeah, the Devil's so stupid, he,
They've legalized his lettuce.
It's probably some good lettuce, but he never gets meat, though. He just gets, like, bun, lettuce, bun. The Devil's lettuce. And then he smokes a fat doobie.
The lettuce of the Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord. We here at Casturbation, we're sponsored by the Dark Lord.
The lettuce of the Dark Lord.
We're sponsored by all of his fruit and vegetables.
The fruits of his lettuce.
It's like, hello, I'm the devil. Welcome to my my farm. I have all sorts of meat, vegetables, produce. I have my own grocery store I've opened. Right next to your local Aldi's. Devils. Man, those prices are hellish.
What kind of grown adult eats candy?
What kind?
What do you mean, what kind?
I just said what kind. You're asking me a question.
What kind of grown adult eats candy?
Me.
What kind of candy?
What kind of candy?
Do you like fruity?
Peppermint.
Peppermint candy?
No, not peppermint. Ew. No, I'm kidding. That's it's all about. It's like, what kind of candy? Peppermint. Lifesavers. In traditional 5 flavors. God damn it, I can't say it. 5 flavors.
Are fucking up tonight. Michael's way too excited. He's like running over his words. He's become. See, what happened is I have infected Michael with my dyslexia. But see, the dyslexia, it's like, it doesn't stick.
It doesn't.
It rubs off. So now he's the owner of the dyslexia. And I can speak with clarity.
And I sit over here. And I sit here, spurling in the corner. Dying.
Spurling?
Exactly. Is that a word? Like Morgan Spurlock, from Super Size Me fame.
Please, just give it up, man. Michael's just like he's drowning because he doesn't know where
you open up the demonic Urban Dictionary.
And he's just reading, or he's just reaching for anything.
Yo, who's reaching or reading? Now I'm giving it back to you. Close that book.
You are both reading and reaching.
It's like when the Tesseract thing is like in the middle of the Avengers, they all start arguing. It's like, close the Urban Dictionary. It's like, you will not be able to speak.
I'm not even on the Urban Dictionary anymore.
You're not on it because you threw it in the corner. It's a big, giant book that we have here. It's very large. Unlike David's penis.
All right. Just call me out like that.
I'm sorry. It's just hanging out there. Not really, though.
Now he's accusing me of like sexual harassment.
I'm
on
not
the podcast live on the podcast.
How is that sexual harassment call saying you have a tiny penis?
No, you just said it was hanging out. Like you're accusing me of just like.
Well, I think it's hanging out, but I can't.
Myself
I can't tell.
To you
because it's so tiny. It's like a little like mushroom, a little piglet. I mean, I can't help what I see. I'm trying not to look. I didn't really. You were holding the Urban Dictionary in your lap, and you closed it, and you threw it to the corner, and there you are.
What are you talking about?
Look like Winnie the Pooh, like pantsless, with a shirt on.
Michael is like fucking 50 years old. He's like, the Urban Dictionary is a physical thing.
No, it's not. But it is. We had it here.
Dude, Alvin and the Chipmunks rendition of People Equal Shit.
What?
I'm here for it.
I am too, but we're not going to listen to it.
Well,
unless we can find a way to.
Well, we're not going to listen to it, of course.
So
why would we listen to it?
So is it like the oh, that's terrible. Is it the same music? See, I don't even know. What does a chipmunk sound like? Do it. Because David has the best Alvin chipmunk.
You've heard Alvin in the
yeah, what's he sound like?
If you don't know what Alvin and the Chipmunks sound like, then I don't know what to tell you. They are part of the American cultural pantheon.
I know what the guy who yells Alvin sounds like. I don't know what the rest of the chipmunks are. Isn't there like the nerdy chipmunk? Then there's like the fat chipmunk, and then there's Alvin, who's like the asshole, the leader of the gang.
Well, there's 3 of them.
That's what I just said. There's the nerdy one, there's the fat one, and then there's Alvin, who's the leader.
That sounds about right.
What
That's
are their
usually
names?
what threesomes are comprised of.
Yeah, the devil's threesome. You don't want to be involved in that. We got chipmunks, we got cows grazing, watching you.
Yeah, the devil's threesome is when you let the cow join in. Cows are all, notorious for being signs of the devil.
In some situations, the cow doesn't join in. You just start with the cow. David, don't say that about my ex. It's like sometimes the devil's threesome. You know what? In the moment.
All right, give it up.
No.
You can't.
No, the devil. You can't. You're looking up Alvin and the Chipmunks in this Alvin dictionary. Is that a thing?
I'm pretty sure they have a master.
Yeah. And he yells Alvin. He's like a white dude who owns these talking chipmunks.
Pretty sure it's like his name's Dave.
Yeah, probably. It's probably you. Dave's your dad. And you're Dave the 5th. And they pass on these like demonic chipmunks like down. Like, here you go. Make sure none of humanity finds out about them.
Their last name is Seville.
Wait, what? Alvin Seville? What are the rest?
Alvin Seville.
Who's 2 brothers?
Attorney at law. Listen.
He just like runs up like, the judge's thing.
Yeah, it's Dave is a fucking dude.
I feel like Dave like owned Garfield as well. I feel like they just named like Talking Animals Dave. No, the owners of Talking Animals Dave.
I mean, we are great with animals.
Well, I'm not Dave. We're not both Dave.
I'm talking about me. The collective Dave.
Yeah, anytime. The collective Dave. Anytime.
The Dave collective.
Anytime I come here sometimes and like David doesn't know I'm here. Like, I just see all the animals. He's speaking to them, and he snaps his fingers. They all crawl back into the trees. Sometimes like an eagle comes down, like a pelican, just like picks up the other animals.
I hear Michael's trying to sneak up on me, and I hear a twig snap.
Like an alligator crawls up a tree.
I snap my fingers at all the animals, go back to normal, and I turn my head. My eyes are glowing red still, and they slowly fade back to normal. And Michael steps out. Oh, hey, oh. Didn't see you there. What were you doing?
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, I was
like communing with the underworld,
full of animals. Because everyone knows the underworld.
Through the animals.
Well, it's funny because we've established that cool. Like everyone goes to cool, but like, have we established that animals go to cool? Like, do the animals all just go to hell? Like that's where the animals go.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for dogs, because dogs, they all go to heaven or cool.
All dogs are cool.
All the cats, they send them somewhere else.
Well, cats are obviously creatures of hell.
Of Satan. Cats are clearly like the most demonic creatures on earth.
They hiss, their eyes like look,
Oh yeah, when they get like the pupils dilate and they stare and they go.
Well, I don't know about dilate, but when they get all fucking sharp.
They get sharp. Their eyes get sharp, or literally their hair just turns into like diamonds.
When they turn into snake eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when it's just like all the the iris is like, and you're like, dude, I just gave you some food, and just start like swats your nose, because cats are evil, and dogs, just like that movie Cats and Dogs. Tobey Maguire was the dog.
What
do you mean you don't need that? I think that was like a documentary. People don't realize it.
We don't need to talk about that movie.
We don't need to talk about Cats and Dogs. Was it Cats and Dogs or Dogs and Cats? I think it was Cats and Dogs.
It's the cadence is way better.
Yeah, Dogs and Cats doesn't sound right. And I remember seeing that movie in theaters.
Save the best for last.
It wasn't even Cats versus Dogs, the way they marketed the movie. That it was going to be like cats with like rocket launchers, like fighting dogs, like driving tanks. But no.
It's like the beginning of Saving Private Ryan.
But with dogs and cats.
Blown up. Like,
there's like a turtle or two.
Cats are the Nazis.
Yeah. Oh, duh. I'm like,
is there any question?
Exactly. I'm like, this isn't something not to be disputed. Of course, you have like the Eagles, doing the pre-bombing regiment, but I guess they all just rode on turtles. It's a bunch of dogs, like just riding like aquatic animals. 30 seconds! God be with you! Oh, the dogs go up. Clear those murder holes! Just give us a chance to live.
You limey bastards!
Yes, everyone's dying. I mean, Tom, it would be Hooch. Tom Hanks,
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, it'd be Hooch. He'd be like the main character, Saving Private Bark. Saving Private Barkin. It's like his bitch.
Come on,
this
Michael.
bitch is gonna get 3
Michael's suffering over
things
here.
I want. Suffering. You're
Saving
suffering.
Private Barkin.
I said Bark first. I just like Bark. Yeah, like Ellen Barkin. This is the only human in the movie. No, I wouldn't watch that movie, but I would watch. I would watch because I imagine.
Good save, Ellen. Solid Ellen Barkin.
Well, guess what?
reference.
This is about saving, saving my reference from
You're
saving
like
Ellen.
You're like Jermaine Curse with that fucking Ellen Barkin reference. Just like bouncing over
Well, remember
all through your hands.
Yeah,
Just somehow made that work because I laughed.
The Tyree catch would be better because guess what? Curse lost the Super Bowl, so my reference wins that Super Bowl. It's trying to catch.
No,
it.
don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, you get ahead of yourself. What if?
Oh, shut the hell up.
What if we just took humans out of football and we just put dogs? Oh, it'd be so cute. Can you imagine like a dog, like a dachshund, like throwing that fadeaway at the goal line? Oh.
Can you give it?
Not with Bark Belichick. Oh, dude. Dave is gonna laugh his
I would
ass
have
off.
gone with Bill Barkachek myself.
Just
but
bark, bark. Bark McBark.
Michael just crashes the car.
Tom Barker. Barky. God damn it. Charles Barkley. Oh, that's already a thing. Terrible. That reference was terrible.
Apparently, tons of flights got canceled today.
Tons of flights have gotten canceled every day. Yeah. Well, David, the news, Omicron just came from Cybertron and canceled all the flights. Oh,
Omicron.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Omicron.
It's got to be a Transformer, right?
Omicron.
You have to get the Omicron.
It's not Omnicron.
What is it? Omnicron?
It's Omicron.
Omicron. Is that what I said?
You said Omni.
Omnicron sounds way cooler.
It's whatever. I don't really care.
Well, see, I'm confused because it's supposed to
gonna
be
in 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. But it's supposed to be the next wave. Like, how do we get from Delta to Omicron? Like, isn't there supposed to be like a Lambda or some shit in between? Like, what happened to those variants? The lesser known variants. They're like the George Harrison of the Beatles of the variants of COVID. Not enough respect. Still killing people. Still fucking up our lives for no reason at all. Except instead of making beautiful music, it just, while my guitar gently omnicroms.
I think they're still deliberating in the Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
Giselle. At it again.
Ghislaine Giselle.
Ghislaine. Giselle. Ghislaine. What kind of name is Ghislaine? That can't be a real name. Ghislaine.
No, you called her Giselle Maxlane.
Yeah, I know, but so what is her name?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell, the pedo.
The groomer. She worked to get girls to sign up for the modeling agency.
Girls. I mean, so what did she? So yeah, that was her job.
The Motley Crue song is actually about human trafficking.
Yeah, it's actually really sad when you think about it. Most of those yacht rock songs are pretty sad when you think about it. Girls.
And also what happens, Michael, I'm gonna spoil Spider-Man right now, honestly.
I will fucking kill you.
Spider, you know what happens? He
gets raped.
Why is it always there with Michael's just going for it? He's just like, we need to go to my niche.
Well, because you didn't say anything, so I just yell rape when there's silence. I'm in church. I just yell rape.
He frees Julian Assange from prison. He amazingly, he was over in the last movie. he decided to stop by.
Was that a different guy?
Perhaps.
Or is Assange? Where are all these people nowadays? Where's Edward Snowden?
I can't remember. Snowden's in Russia still. Assange
is suck.
Yeah, well, his passport got canceled. He was trying to get to
somewhere way nicer.
Ecuador.
Exactly, somewhere way nicer than
extradition.
Russia. Yeah.
No extradition with the U.S. So I think he was trying to get there.
Yeah. Whoops.
And then Assange was in the UK. Then he might have been sent to Australia. I'm not sure.
Where the UK did send all their people, they're unwanted.
He's from. I think he's Australian. Is his actual.
Oh, so they sent him home.
So he got sent back there. Perhaps I'm not sure. He might just still be in the UK.
Yeah, he might be behind you right now.
I think he might actually still be in the UK, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to find him. I'm like, it's like shoulder to shoulder. It's like ass to. It's like yeah. Like
there's no. I don't know, man. Like who knows?
Well, you know what? Someone knows. He's probably dead.
Assange. I mean, Snowden was seemingly a little smarter than Assange.
Seemingly,
he didn't get fucking he didn't have to lock himself in an embassy. Snowden probably would have had to do that. Certain things being true, but seems like he was able to make it work.
Is living in Russia making it work?
I mean, he's not in a fucking black site, CIA black site being fucking tortured.
This is true.
And slowly taken
But
apart.
is it really that much different?
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be no food.
Apparently,
no
as a family, he's been having children.
Well, I mean,
he has progeny.
I guess if you have nothing else to do, you just find a Russian hooker and, just be like, hey.
He has a wife, I'm pretty sure.
Well, maybe he married the Russian hooker.
No, she moved over there after he did all this
Really? Stuff. I would have been like, hey, baby, I'm going to make your life a lot easier. You don't have to be married to me anymore because I'm Edward Snowden and they're going to torture you.
Well, no, he didn't tell her anything on purpose.
Yeah,
because he knew that if she knew something, then she'd be an accomplice.
Well, so most women I know, would be angry. It's like, what are you up to? Like, what are you doing at night?
sure she probably wasn't too thrilled about it, you know what I mean?
To be honest, though, that is a pretty good excuse, and, I think he cheated on her, and he just was like, oh, by the way, I just did this, and now I gotta take asylum in Russia!
Yes, the most elaborate cover-up of a sexual
It was like Urban
infidelity.
Meyer, he's like, oh, that's what he should have done, I'm the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Urban Meyer's releasing state secrets.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, don't worry. It's not my fault that that the team sucks. It's Russia.
Honestly, Urban Meyer should release state secrets if he wants to get on everyone's good side.
He's probably got a few.
You want to get on our good side.
He's probably got a few.
Urban.
I mean, everyone knows that, if you're a coach at Ohio State. Ohio.
Everyone knows that only the most pure of heart, moral people are hired at the Ohio State University.
Yeah. And everyone knows that the real secrets, they're not in D.C., they're not in New York, they're not in any kind of bunkers. They're in Ohio. They're there. And I like to think LeBron's guarding them. No, I'm kidding. Where he's from.
Yeah, he doesn't even live there, but...
They're all in Akron, That's how he found out everything.
The secrets of Akron.
He found, a syringe thing. It was like the super soldier serum.
Michael's... Michael's...
How dare you?
Michael's tell-all book.
This is not my tell-all.
Where he exposes LeBron's past.
I just exposed
the
Akron.
Secrets of Akron. Yeah, the whispers of Akron streets.
It's like, can you hear?
Something real dramatic like that.
Yeah. It's just like the... Yeah, basically. Yeah, the whispers of Akron.
The whispers
I
nailed it. I hit it out of the park.
You
can just say it. You don't have to fucking try and one-up me like you always do. You can just acknowledge the greatness.
I wouldn't be. No, I'm like LeBron. I got to one-up. I got to jump on top of you. Just dunk.
Yeah, before we record every episode, Michael just keeps throwing fucking talcum powder all over the room. It's infuriating.
I stand on
all
top
over my drums.
Yeah, I stand on top of all the soundboards and the keyboards. I'm
just make sure it gets all in the crevices.
Together. Yeah, especially mine. What?
Okay, he thinks he's funny.
I do.
He thinks he's funny.
Cease thinks he's funny.
See, Michael's estimation of how funny he is less than he actually is.
I don't know if that makes sense, but I agree with it.
It does.
It does.
And then my estimation of how funny I am is less than I actually am.
I think it's the opposite. I think you just said the same thing for both of us.
Nope.
You said literally less. So you think I think I'm funnier than I am, and you think that
I'm
you're
not
less.
yeah.
That you're funnier,
I'm the
but you
opposite
don't
of you.
think that you're funny.
I don't think that I'm funny, but I actually am.
So we have a joke off. We joke each other off. I win.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Check the tape. My joke off. It's like it was over before it even began.
It's not a deciding factor.
I think it is. It's
not
a joke.
deciding joke.
Well, what is the deciding joke?
Well, you have to keep going, and it's like whoever just can't continue after that. It's not whoever laughs. Like, it's a joke off. Of course we're gonna laugh. We better be laughing, otherwise you're.
Well, then you're gonna lose the joke off, and you're gonna get sent to Russia with Edward Snowden, his wife, and his concubines, and whatever the fuck's going on over there.
Concubine, his progeny. That's what I said, not concubine.
Well, I imagine he has like several things. How far are we? I can't even see the time. You can cut that.
We always have to leave in our little conversations about the time.
No, we can't, because I can't see the time.
Michael's like, how much time do you have?
I'm just wondering.
I don't like doing this. Sucks.
I just want to kill myself. Go to Russia.
We're like 50 minutes. So why don't you just buckle the fuck up?
I was just wondering.
And we're cruising. We're cruising USA right now. We're running over deer with impunity.
Great N64 game. And great song.
It was an arcade game at Pizza Hut.
But guess what? I only played the N64 version. The one I played at Pizza Hut was like Cruisin' World. Remember the shitty one? It was like, it doesn't even roll off the tongue. It's just Cruisin' World. And there was like 3 extra maps in like Cuba. Because they're communist, I don't know. But it did exist. Cruisin' World is a thing.
They added 3 new maps so they could be like international, Mr. Worldwide.
Exactly. Yeah. I remember Cruisin' World was right next to the Die Hard game, the arcade game. That game was amazing. And it was like, you played with 2 people, and none of them were John McClane. But it was still the Die Hard movie that you're playing through. And it was one of the first games that had QuickTime. It was like from 1998, and you had to like hit like the red button. And if you missed it, like you missed the punch. And then you had to start the game over, and it sucked. And then like, Nakatomi, whatever, the plaza exploded. You know which one I'm talking about.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi.
God.
I said Nakatomi. I was close. Nakatomi.
Michael sucks.
No, I just can't pronounce things. It's like in the new Dune movie. Like I always thought it was Harkonnen, and that's the way it was said and everything. And now it's Harkonnen. Is it Nakatomi or Nakatomi?
Dude, I have to say, like, fucking 1995, 96 movie theaters. Like that was peak capitalism.
It was amazing.
Like the arcades, you remember inside of
it
the
was so
like
good.
you just came to see a movie and then you see motherfucking like
you would just buy popcorn and play the arcade games. You'd buy a ticket.
Terminator with like fucking like full like plastic laser guns,
and then right next to it would be like the Terminator pinball machine. It was great.
Whatever you wanted, it was Terminator themed.
I feel like the last game that had a pinball machine was Avatar. Could have sworn I saw one of those at like not Barnes and Noble, Dave and Buster's. 2 different establishments.
But there's always you had like there was always the gun games, dude. That was
those are always the best because you just shoot.
It always had some fighting games in there too, probably. But dude, I remember everybody always wanted the gun. There was always somebody on the guns. You're like, oh god damn it, I want to play that.
I wonder if there's some newer ones because like those guns start getting pretty realistic, like where you had to like cock them, like kind of reload a little bit. It's funny they actually have magazines now.
If you had some time before your movie started, you were like hanging out like with your friend. You'd like be over there. You didn't have any coins or anything, but you'd just be like grabbing, just like pretending to play.
Oh, of course, and of course. Unfortunately, they had to add the like the ropes.
The demo. You had like the demos thing that would like kind of be going through like it would just keep replaying the same loop over and over again while waiting for someone to play it.
And it was okay.
And so you'd sit there and you'd be pretend like you were playing it. You're like, oh yeah, look, I'm killing everyone.
Yeah, you have like Crazy Taxi, and you'd be like, hey, everyone, come over here. When you knew you weren't actually playing, and it was like the demo of it. It's like, look how awesome I am at Crazy Taxi. Just driving around, all of a sudden, be like, insert 1 quarter to play, and everyone would be like, you're full of shit. You're like Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay.
This is like oddly specific, Michael's just like, everyone have this memory.
Hey, it was my friend Daniel.
We were playing Crazy Taxi. And he
Crazy
pretended
Taxi.
You pretended to do it.
They should bring Crazy Taxi back, even though I guess real life is kind of like Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, I think taxis are a thing of the past.
They
except
exist.
for like New York City. No, we have Ubers now.
No, there's taxis around where we live, and
we have Ubers.
Well, there's I prefer Lyft, sir. We're sponsored by them. And
how dare you?
How dare you? Uber doesn't need anything else. They have Uber Eats. They have Uber totalitarianism. I don't know.
Yeah, their new app. It's coming soon.
It's called Uber Communism.
Just, shut up and wait.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah, they'll take over, and soon you won't have a voice. Uber will speak for you.
It'll be like the plot to Terminator Genesis.
Terminator Dark Fate. The Dark Fate is that Uber. It turns out to be Skynet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Who knows? No one saw Dark Fate because it sucked. If you've seen it,
nobody cares about Terminator now because
they ruined it.
Capitalism has peaked.
They say they were saying, yeah, they ruined everything. There's nothing to do. We've already made all the money. There's nothing else to make. We're just trying to rehash and regurgitate. We're doomed.
Man, it's just like we need to find some way to return to that fucking enthusiasm.
Oh wait.
Like arcade games, like man, like that's not arcades aren't even a thing anymore. There's
barcades. No, they're opening them.
Okay.
They're there.
So
I'm not saying it's a viable thing necessarily to make money.
But we need like something to take.
What's
off
Dave and
here.
Buster's?
That's no.
What about that game where you throw the ball like it's like the mini bowling thing?
Ball.
Yeah.
What
isn't that the greatest thing of all time? What about it? It's the greatest thing of all time.
Are you good at skee ball?
No. But I'm aware.
Well, yeah, there's no.
Because anytime you play
unless
the
you're good
ball.
at skee ball, there's no reason to play skee ball.
Because you always
Otherwise
watch the
you're
person
just throwing it in like the bottom thing.
Oh, I always knew. You always knew those assholes. Yeah, like because you're supposed to roll it. That would be an asshole.
Like in the upper
throw it. They would like chuck it like a baseball straight in the middle. You'd be like, that doesn't count. You're supposed to roll. I mean, air hockey's still cool, dude. We should get an air hockey
just
table.
get your like 3-year-old cousin to just like run right all the way up to it and
just throw him down the
throw
thing.
The balls right
yeah,
up.
and just be like, hey,
well,
you
the
count
balls
to
up to
three.
him, just be like, put it right in the middle, bro.
It's like when Michael Jordan's arm goes really long at the end of Space Jam.
That's a Simpsons joke. God damn it!
You stole it.
I'm pretty sure Nelson Muntz has like one of somebody do that. He just like goes up.
He throws someone down.
Or he makes somebody just throw the balls right in the middle.
Well, Nelson probably throws the nerdy kid, whatever his name is.
And I think he comes up with a screwdriver and just opens the skee ball machine and takes the tickets out. That's what he does.
That's what he does. He doesn't actually play the game. So we're not trying to get the tickets, even though we want your tickets.
I think somebody else might have been doing what I was describing. But
maybe.
Nelson Muntz was not the one doing what I described.
Those tickets.
Corrected myself.
Man, you would always be like 5 tickets short of something cool. It's
no,
like,
you
dude,
wouldn't.
You
would never be close to anything cool.
Everyone did. No,
you would get something like stupid, like a pencil eraser.
That's what I'm saying. You would have like 150 tickets. But like, dude, here's a pencil eraser. If you get 5 more tickets, you get like a PlayStation. It's just like shit.
No, it was never like that.
I don't know about you.
You're lying.
I remember seeing.
You didn't go from pencil eraser 5 more tickets to
I don't know about
PlayStation.
I don't know about your barcade thing. I was getting drunk as a 5-year-old. Playing this, trying to find Nintendo 64.
Michael with the sass.
No, they call me Sass Man, and I remember seeing a Nintendo 64 one time, and it definitely was like you have to get literally every ticket in here to get this thing.
Well, yeah, they would.
I always wonder.
Well, that's the thing is they would usually have those sort of unattainable things, but like. Yeah. You would really have to spend a lot of money to get the amount. So it's like the amount of money you spend is probably going to
twice
cover
as much. But at least you had fun.
Possibly, but yeah.
It's not about like the Nintendo 64.
The Nintendo 64s are about the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. And that's what we do. Especially if you got the one that was like purple and see-through, and it had like like 3 things in it.
Oh, shut up.
The RAM.
Purple and see. Get out of here.
That's the one I had.
Shut up.
You shut up. It's like the Teletubby. Tinky Winky. If you was see-through.
Michael knows what this crap is. Like, who knows what hell?
Because I've lived a life and I'm a human being. Meanwhile, we have David over here, the dog master.
I don't know anything.
He's not real now. He's like communicating with animals, making them go away.
I commune with nature.
Yeah, he's having the devil's threesome with cows all the time.
I'm in touch with nature, dude.
He's not even having the devil's threesome. He's just straight up having like orgies with cows.
I'm in touch with nature, bro.
Corgi.
Dude, come on.
Cowgy.
Can you try harder than that?
No. It's like a kaiju.
Michael's just like, I'm going to put two words together. Isn't that funny?
I'm David. I'm just going to
great.
What
a hilarious tactic.
On a scale of 1 to hilarious, I win.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You
I
really
won.
don't.
I made you laugh. Made myself laugh. That means I win. The joke.
No. I'm sorry. Frankly.
My dear, I don't give a joke.
Michael changed it. He knew I was going to be like, dude, if you just fucking reference Gone with the Wind for whatever reason.
Never heard of that movie. What are you talking about?
Then I was about to pull out a gun. Because I have them.
Gone with the Wind? Frankly, my dear.
So
It's like Scarface mixed with pre-Civil War plantation drama.
Well, I mean, honestly, we haven't had nobody's really done justice in terms of a parody to Gone with the Wind. So I feel like we really need to explore that realm.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind.
And call it Gun with the Wind.
Yeah, there we go. See, I win.
Well, no, this is a pitch. This is the whole purpose of this podcast.
Instead of Gone with the Wind, it's Gun with the Wind.
So, the purpose of this podcast is mainly to just come over.
So you have Scarlett O'Hara
with our pitches for Hollywood.
Yeah, unfortunately, it took about an hour to get to the pitch.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes that's what it takes.
It's like when Dr. Fauci threw the first pitch. Like sometimes it doesn't really get there, but if you pick up the ball and bring it back to home plate, hey, it might make a little sense.
Yeah, see, all the animals obey Fauci. He speaks through them.
He does look like a chipmunk.
A little Italian chipmunk.
Hey, give me some nuts.
Medicine.
I like nuts. I'm a chipmunk. That's all I eat, and occasionally twigs and berries.
Okay.
What do chipmunks eat?
I'm not well versed in the chipmunk diet, Michael.
Well, you know what? You should ask them next time. Like, you have them communing on your back porch
sure,
when you don't think I'm showing up.
You know, I do have spiritual
Be like
connection with nature, so I should be able to ascertain the knowledge.
It's like, hey, Matt, the chipmunk.
It's not named
What do you
Matt.
eat?
Dude, you don't even know animal names. Animal names are like unspeakable.
You call him Matt. Yeah, it's true. It's like
you can't even pronounce them.
They're not even just like. It's all like the devil's tongue.
Yeah, it's
my true
forbidden.
name cannot be spoken without summoning hellfire.
That's basically it's like the two dissonant tones spoken at the same time.
You can't even hear them as a human ear.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't speak them either. It's impossible to say.
It's like you might think you're hearing meow. Oh, you know.
All right, relax.
Well, they're all from hell, so
they're all from.
Cats are from hell.
But it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're still here.
I don't know why Michael had to bring up Fauci, but our pitches are sometimes not.
Because he was throwing a pitch. I didn't bring him up for like any other reason. He threw a shitty first pitch. Let's go to
Michael's obsessed with Fauci.
I am. You know what?
He wants to.
Doctor, fuck me.
He wants to wed Fauci.
Yeah, I want to
be bedfellows.
I want to be like Edward Snowden and go to Russia and get Fauci with me as my concubine and move him over there.
Interesting. And so, we came up with this pitch, though. And sometimes it takes a while to come up with a pitch.
Sometimes.
It's not a bad pitch.
Yeah. Throwing darts.
Gun with the Wind. I think that's pretty good.
Gun with the Wind.
And it's just...
It still takes place in, like, pre-Civil War.
and it's just a series of, like every scene just devolves into a gunfight, no matter what's happening, really. Just like somebody kicks open a door and starts shooting, and they have to dive behind like furniture.
Obviously, that'd be the first scene. it shows like a plantation. Has some nice music playing.
Okay, let's not get
Smash
racist.
cut. I get racist. It's too late here at Casturbation.
Talking about plantations, dude. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, there's a thing. It's pre-Civil War. It's part of the movie. It's Gone with the Wind. Maybe it'll be like more of a Django thing where,
Or relax. We don't need to be going all Django up in here right now.
Well, why not? Well, what's supposed to happen in this movie, Gone with the Wind?
Maybe it is. All right. Maybe it is. But I feel like Tarantino already made that movie. So maybe we don't need to copy him.
Well, maybe in ours,
I just think it's
maybe
better
in ours,
to have just continuous gunfights like in every scene. Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, there's always just like troops, Union troops kicking the fucking doors open and just shooting.
They're all just running through the crops, like just burning them.
It's just Sherman's fucking march.
Yeah.
Just fucking wrecking shit.
See, that would be the sequel, Gun with the Wind, Sherman's March.
Well, no, how about that? Gun with the Wind is just about Sherman's march.
Well, it has to have the subtitle because it makes it funnier.
Doesn't make it funnier.
Well, see, that's why I want a sequel or a prequel.
It doesn't need to be a prequel or a sequel. It's a parody.
Gun with the Wind, Scarlett's Revenge. O'Hara's Revenge. O'Hara? Oh, hell. No. Be like a blaxploitation movie. It'd be great. Be like Undercover Brother.
And you cast Catherine O'Hara to play Scarlett O'Hara.
No, it would be like Gary Busey. Scarlett O'Hara. Or, a chameleon of an actor, Daniel Day-Lewis, finally taken out of retirement. He's like, it's finally the script that got me out of here. Because that's what he sounds like, right? What is his real accent?
Dude, I don't think I don't think we need to hire serious actors for it. I mean, we need people to pull
This is a serious movie.
No, it's not. It's a parody. It's like Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, but you got to make it serious. Like tongue-in-cheek, but not completely in cheek.
Tongue firmly.
There's got to be some heart.
Firmly implanted in cheek.
Like which cheek? Like butt cheek?
Refuse to concede ground on this. Oh yeah, this movie's gonna be loaded with ass eating.
So no, this movie's gonna be like Caligula, where there's like porn scenes, and then.
Okay,
movie.
I don't think we need to go full Caligula. We can go just shy of Caligula.
You never go full Caligula.
You never go full Caligula.
You never want to do that, man.
Yeah, we don't
but why not? Everyone remembers it.
Let's show some restraint.
Do you want to be remembered? Do you want your name to ring out through the animal heaven?
I don't want to be remembered like Caligula.
I mean, but at least you remembered. At least it's not like Hitler remembered. It's like Caligula remembered.
I don't know. You kind of are.
I mean, not like the Emperor Caligula, just the 1970s movie with Malcolm McDowell Caligula.
I don't know if those two things are necessarily inseparable.
I mean, they're close.
I feel like the movie sort of suits the stories that we know.
It suits the stories.
The old tales of Caligula.
Yeah, written through time.
And his appetites for innocence.
Just not even if you're innocent, he just had an appetite. That's for sure. Yeah, man, you gotta be a pretty weird dude.
That's what I'm saying. We stick to the pitch. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't do the fucking whole thing where we make it overly complicated.
No, this is gonna be
Gone with the Wind. Yeah. It's just a fucking parody of Gone with the Wind that devolves into gunfights in every scene.
What if Gone with the Wind? Yeah, it takes place in like
It's like Chekhov's gun is on the wall in the first scene. Instead of this time it's fired in the first act. It's like, no.
Yeah, exactly. But what if it takes place like in space? No, I'm kidding.
Michael's just scuttling the ship right now.
Yeah.
Just when
Enterprise.
When there's no jokes left to be made, he's just like, scuttle!
Oh, there's plenty of jokes to be made, but
he just turns the ship. He turns the Enterprise right into the sun.
It's like, remember when they tried to save all the whales and they flew around the Earth? Like, what if they just went into the sun and the movie ended? Gone with the Wind. The Voyage Home. Gone with the Wind 4.
Hey, man, if it's a hit, I don't care what they do with it, but the one I'm involved with, the one I'm producing and signing off on.
You'll move on. No, it's going to be Gone with the Wind Part 2, and then you can do your own thing.
No, I got you trapped contractually. It says here.
Exactly.
I got you for 2.
I got you for 5. I got you for all the movies till you die.
I'm getting out of this.
You ain't getting out of the wind.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, that's our pitch. Like, we came up with one. At least we got one. We didn't blow up any conspiracies this week, unfortunately.
I mean, Ghislaine.
Nah, that was more of the same.
She's involved somehow. Conspiracies.
She's always involved.
Yeah, just like whatever we said, she knows.
Just like whatever the topic is. You could be talking about something. Assange. It's like she knows something.
She knows.
She knows something.
She knows.
She knows where the bodies are buried.
She knows where the heart of the ocean is.
Where are the bodies buried, Ghislaine?
She found the Titanic. Because she sank it.
Oh, that would be quite a twist.
Ooh, exactly. With a twist. Gun with the Wind. Part 5.
What evidence did the Titanic have on Hillary Clinton?
You know what? These are the questions. See? We're uncovering it. We're figuring it out.
See, you just we can't even do it. We can't even go there.
Well,
you don't want.
I don't want the SWAT team to come in now. I got shit to do later tonight.
That's what I'm saying. You start tempting fate.
Start tempting Giselle and the animal army that you have.
It's like every time you say it, I keep thinking of Tom Brady's wife, and then I have to remember that you mean Ghislaine.
Oh no, Giselle Bundchen is a consummate human being. She's wonderful. She's Brazilian, good at being beautiful, and being Tom Brady's wife. Even though throughout the rest of the world, she's Tom Brady is her husband. Think about that, guys. Here in America, no one knows about Giselle. I mean, she literally makes so much more than him. God damn it, I hate Tom Brady. What? Wouldn't it be fucking awesome to be Tom Brady? Gun with the Wind, starring Tom Brady.
Just get Michael going on Tom Brady.
He's beautiful, and I'm jealous. I mean, he's Tom Brady.
He's probably involved in human trafficking there.
Dude, Tom Brady's
all the beautiful people are human traffickers.
The beautiful people. Even
what do you think the song is talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Marilyn Manson's like, I'm one of them.
Yeah, he had his rape
room.
Oh,
he's not a beautiful, but he's like, I'm famous, so I see all them.
Yeah.
I'm trafficking with them. He was one of them. He was doing it too.
Yeah, at least
he even admits it.
He did, and now he's getting in trouble for it. But one thing we can all agree on here at Casturbation is Marilyn Manson, not beautiful, but gorgeous.
He really has a beautiful soul.
It's weird that I suppose you could say that. He looks strangely enough, he looks better with the creepy makeup. Like I would make out with him in that. But
Dude,
not like
he's
normal.
like, why is he so fat?
Well, because now he's Fat Manson.
Fat Manson.
Marilyn Fat.
It doesn't work. Michael's just replacing somebody's first or last name with a fucking fat.
With fat.
Doesn't necessarily work. Always.
They call me Michael Fat.
Fat Man would actually be.
It'd be funny. I'm trying
rational.
not to throw my last name out there. It's too much.
Well, don't acknowledge that it's your last name.
I didn't. You just said it.
No, you did.
I've already said a man joke.
We already know what your name is.
Yeah, my name is Social Security number.
You know how many Michael Manns there are out there?
Not that many.
Michael Manns that there's
not
a director named Michael Mann.
Okay, so there's one.
And then I've met several.
No, you haven't.
We're all clones of you.
I was like, well, that's a whole other story that we shall not divulge today. Or Giselle will find us.
Yeah, we'll teasing that one. We're teasing that.
We're teasing it. We call that a teaser.
Yeah, we call that a teaser in the industry.
Stay tuned, folks, to find out the Clone Wars that happened.
The exciting conclusion.
Gun with the Wind.
The exciting conclusion to Gun with the Wind next week.
Episode 2, Clone Wars. Attack of the Clones.
Okay, I think we're done.
Yeah, we're done.